You can get the whole syllabus for the academic year 2020-21 from our channel. Today we are going to solve exercise 6.2, that is from the chapter Lines and Angles, and it is from class 9th NCERT book. And number 1 is, this angle is given 50 degree, this one is 130 degree. We have to find the value of x and y, and also we need to prove that AB is parallel to CD. So we know that this angle and this angle forms a line. So sum of these two angles is 180 degree, because this is a pair of linear, this is a linear pair of angles. So x plus 50 is equal to 180 degree, or this implies that x equal to 180 minus 50 equal to 130 degree. Now y equal to how much? See here, two lines intersect each other, so the vertically opposite angles are equal. So 130 and y must be equal, so y is equal to 130 degree. 130 degree. So we got this one 130 degree and this one also 130 degree. X and y are alternate interior angle. So alternate interior angles are equal. This implies that AB is parallel to CD. It is proved now. Now we will solve number 2. Every time we must complete the process. Using complete process, we have to solve all numbers. So it is given that AB parallel to CD, AB and CD are parallel, and CD parallel to EF. So we can write all three angles are parallel to each other, means all three lines are parallel to each other, means AB is parallel to CD is parallel to EF. It is also given that y is to z is 3:7. This is angle y and this is angle z. So we know that if two lines are parallel and a transversal intersect that two parallel lines, then the corresponding angles are equal. So this is z, then this angle will also be z. Now y and z, these two angles forms a linear pair of angles, so sum of y and z is 180 degree. Let's take, for this purpose, y is to z is 3:7. So let y is equal to 3a and z equal to 7a. And from here we know that y plus z is 180 degree. Y plus z is equal to 180 degree. In place of y we will write 3a, and in place of z we will write 7a, each equal to 180 degree. So this implies that 10a is 180 degree. So a equal to 180 by 10, it is 18 degree. We have to find the value of x only. See here, x and z are alternate interior angles, and we know that if a transversal intersect two parallel lines, then the alternate interior angles are equal. So we will write x equal to z, that is also equal to z is 7a. 7a, that is equal to 7 into 18 is equal to 126 degree. So value of x we need to find, and we have found that. Now we will solve number 3. Number 3 is AB parallel to CD. This line and this line are parallel. EF is perpendicular to CD. EF, this one is perpendicular to this one, so this is 90 degree. This will also be 90 degree on the opposite side. This one and this one are alternate interior angle, so these two also be equal, and this one and this one, this is also be 90 degree. Because AB and CD are parallel, and EF is the distance between two parallel lines, or it is the shortest distance, or it is perpendicular to both lines. Then it is also given that angle GED, which one? Angle GED means this one is 126 degree, the total angle. Now we have to find angle AGE, this one. Value of this will be, now see here, AB and CD are two parallel lines and there is a transversal GE. We have to write that AB is parallel to CD and GE is transversal. GE is, this implies that alternate interior angle angle AGE is equal to angle GED, that is equal to 126 degree. Now we have to find angle GEF. Angle GEF, this one. See here, angle GED is 126 degree and angle FED is 90 degrees. So it will be 126 minus 90. So we will write this angle GEF equal to GED, angle GED minus angle FED. It will be 126 minus 90, it will be 36 degree. Now we have to find angle FGE. Which one? FGE means this angle we have to find. What will be its measure? See here, we got that this is 36 degree, this is 90 degree, and we have to find this. Means sum of three angles is 180 degree. In triangle EFG, only we have to take the angle of this triangle. So we can write in short that angle E plus angle F plus angle G is equal to 180 degree, or in place of angle E, we can write 36 degree, plus in place of angle F we will write 90 degree, and plus angle G is equal to 180 degree. 36 plus 90 is 126 is equal, plus angle G is equal to 180 degree, or angle G is equal to 180 degree minus 126 degree. So angle G means angle FGE. 180 minus 126 will be 54 degree. Now we got the answer of number 3. Now let's solve number 4. Number 4, it is given that PQ parallel to ST, means this line and this line are parallel to each other, and it is also given that angle PQR, this one is 110 degree, angle RST, this one is 130 degree. We have to find the value of angle QRS. We have to find this. For this purpose, let's draw a parallel line, or let's extend PQ that intersect SR at any point. So we have to construct this, so it will be, seems to be constructed. So let PQ, extended PQ intersect RS at X. Let this point be X. Now see here, ST and PQ are parallel, so this is 130 degree. So value of this angle must be equal to that, because two parallel lines, a transversal intersect that two parallel lines and the corresponding angles are equal. So we have to write that ST is parallel to PQ and SR is transversal. This implies that angle RST, angle RST is equal to angle RX. Let this point be Y. So it will be easy to name that angle. So RXY is equal to 130 degree. We have to write corresponding angle. Now this angle and this angle are a linear pair of angles, so angle QXR must be equal to 180 minus this angle. So let's write that, or in this way we can write angle QXR plus angle RXY is equal to 180 degree. We have to write linear pair of angles. This implies that angle RQXR plus RXY is 130 degree, and we have to find this, so we have to write QXR is equal to 180 degree. Now angle QXR is equal to 180 minus 130 is equal to 50 degree. Now angle PQR and angle XQR both are also linear pair of angles, so we can write angle PQR plus angle XQR is equal to 180 degrees. So this implies that in place of PQR we can write 110. So it will be 110 plus angle XQR is equal to 180 degree, or this implies that angle XQR equal to 180 minus 110. It will be 180 minus 110 is 70 degree. Now in triangle XQR, let's write in triangle XQR, we have taken a triangle XQR, so in short we can write angle X plus angle Q plus angle R is equal to 180 degree, because X, Q and R are the interior angle of triangle XQR. So angle X, this one is how much? Angle XQXR, it is 50 degree, plus angle Q we got, that is angle XQR is 70 degree, plus angle R is equal to 180 degree. 50 plus 70 is 120, plus angle R is equal to 180. So angle R is equal to 180 minus 120, or angle R means angle QRS. Angle QRS is equal to 60 degree. Now we got our answer for number 4. In number 5 it is given that AB is parallel to CD. These two lines are parallel, and angle APQ, this one APQ is 50 degree, and PRD means this one is 127 degree. We have to find the value of X and Y. For this purpose, let's find this angle, means angle R of triangle PQR. These two angles form a pair of linear angles, so we can write angle PRQ plus angle PRD is equal to 180 degree. In place of angle PRD we can write 127 degree. So it will be angle PRQ plus 127 is equal to 180, or this implies that angle PRQ is equal to 180 minus 127. It will be 53 degree. Now we got angle R equal to 53 degree, and see here AB is parallel to CD and PQ is transversal, so a pair of alternate interior angle must be equal. It is 50 means this angle must be equal to 50 degrees. So we will write AB is parallel to CD and PQ is transversal. This implies that angle PQR is equal to angle APQ equal to 50 degrees. So we got the value of x is equal to 50 degree. Now in triangle PQR, angle P plus angle Q plus angle R is equal to 180 degree. This is from angle sum property of triangle. TRANGLE. Now value of angle P is y plus angle Q is x. X means it is 50 and angle R, this one is equal to angle R is means angle P RQ is 53 degree is equal to 180, or this implies that y plus 50 plus 53 is 103 is equal to 180, or this implies that angle y equal to 180 minus 103. 180 minus 103, 10 minus 3 is 7 and 7 minus 0 is 7. It will be 77 degree. Now we have solved number 5.